Hey there. So today I'm going to show you an effective e-commerce content marketing strategy that we use and implement on our e-commerce clients, and that I recommend that you use as well on your own e-commerce store. And what I mean with this is that, and what I mean with a content marketing strategy for e-commerce stores, what it entails is that if we look at this funnel here, at the top of the funnel, there's the awareness stage. Then in the middle, there's the consideration. At the bottom, here's the conversion. And how I think of it is that so the green part, the conversion part, this is where people usually land. People usually land on your like product or category pages. So if someone's like in this example, I'm trying to think of like a coffee bean shop. They're selling coffee beans, decaf coffee beans, just regular coffee beans, all different kinds of coffee beans, medium roast, dark roast, light roast, whatever. So yeah, if someone's typing in decaf coffee beans, they're interested to buy a specific coffee bean and they want to buy right now. So they are in the conversion phase and they are at the bottom of the funnel looking to buy right now. What content marketing usually does, or the main goal of content marketing, is to get people to attract them into your funnel, to the top of the funnel, or maybe grab them to the middle of the funnel. And to the top of the funnel, you can get people with people won't be typing in decaf coffee beans because then they're like already looking to buy, and these are like the most competitive search terms. Of course, you want to rank for those things, but this is a different thing. Like then you're trying to rank for with your product and category page, and that's different strategy. I wouldn't call it content marketing. That's a different thing. Content marketing for an e-commerce store, in my mind, is like writing blog articles, and yeah, you could do all different things like YouTube videos and social media and so on. But like the most effective content marketing from an SEO standpoint is writing blog articles, and writing blog articles about topics that people are actually searching for around your niche, surrounding your niche. And of course, these blog articles won't convert as well as your product or collection pages do. Like based on the numbers that we've seen from our clients, like we've seen and also depending on the specific keywords, but like let's say if someone's searching for decaf coffee beans and they land on a product page or a collection page, and versus like someone is Googling for are decaf coffee beans healthy, the difference in conversion can be like 20 to 50 times. So someone switching for like how are decaf coffee beans made, which is like a awareness or top of the funnel search term, the difference in conversion can be like over 50 times. So yeah, I hope you get what I mean. But also, it's also can be like 50 times more expensive and more resource intensive to be able to rank for decaf coffee beans. So it might be 50 or more times easier to rank for this top of the funnel term. That's why it is still interesting for you, potentially interesting and lucrative, and there is a point of doing these kinds of articles. And just only getting customers from these articles is not the main thing. There are also other reasons why you should do it. And let me get to the main reasons why you should do content marketing in the first place. So the first thing is, of course, which I already mentioned, increase direct sales. And by the way, the top of the funnel terms, which I have some examples here, can I drink decaf when pregnant and so on, like these can lead to sales, yeah, but they are like the least likely to lead to sales. Although you could like, when answering these questions that people have, you could like say, and by the way, there's like you could link to your products there. And of course, some people would buy, but that's not that obvious, and that's not that likely to happen, although it will happen, depending on how much traffic you're gonna get. But the middle of the funnel, the consideration keywords are way more likely to lead to sales. These are like the versus keywords, like this type of like product versus another type of product, or like best decaf coffee beans. That's like a super. This has high odds of converting into sales, where you could like best decaf coffee beans. You could write this article, and you could list your own products at the top. I'm assuming that your products actually are good, so you would list your products at the top there. And people are like searching, they see your product there. Of course, it would be ethical of you to also list your competitors' products, but you don't have to mention or talk about them in as much detail as you would talk about your own product. And then people can actually see and read the article and see. And then if you link to your product there, then they can go and buy your product as well. So that's a more natural way to make direct sales. So the first reason to do content marketing is to increase direct sales. So that's the first obvious thing. The second thing is to raise brand awareness and trust. So that's pretty obvious as well. If people like land on your blog articles, like they have questions surrounding coffee beans or whatever topic or niche you're in. And if you answer their questions, you will start to build some trust with the customer. they will recognize your name, and the next time they see your brand, they will already know you and recognize you. Even if it's not consciously, it will be in their subconscious. And it's easier for you to convert them to buy your products the next time. And also, the third thing is that you will be able to retarget to those people. Like if they land on your blog article and if you are a savvy marketer, a savvy digital marketer, you would be adding a pixel to them and you could retarget to them on Facebook, Google, wherever, and just market to them. And them already having seen you, like then it would be the second time they have seen you, would have seen you when you retargeting them with your products, and they would be much more likely to buy. The fourth thing is increased topical authority, and this is like a bit of a more of a complex topic in terms of SEO. Like if you want to rank for like decaf coffee beans, for example, or the main head terms in your niche. So like another example I keep bringing is like dumbbells. Like let's say you're selling home gym equipment and you're selling dumbbells or adjustable dumbbells, and you want to rank for that term. That's super competitive. Although if you were to rank number one, you would be making hundreds of thousands of dollars per month in sales. So it's super lucrative, but you won't just get there that easily. It's quite difficult. And Google wants to see someone ranking to have sufficient topical authority. And what it means in human terms is that you would have you have to have a sufficient amount of content. You need to have a sufficient amount of blog articles on your topic. So for decaf coffee beans, Google wants to see that you are a topical authority, and you don't have to have it, but it will make it much easier for you to rank. Because if you don't have articles, blog articles, you need more links, you need more authority. And if you don't have the authority, if you're not the Amazon of your niche, or if you're not the behemoth in your industry, then having more blog articles, having more content, answering your customers' frequently asked questions or all the questions that they have will boost your authority and true topical authority. So yeah, that's why it's really important to create these kinds of articles. And this is also one of the main things we do for our clients as well. And the fifth thing, which is also super important, is adding internal links to your products. So if you are doing like a best decaf coffee beans article, it's quite obvious that you would be linking to your internally linking to your products pages and collection pages. And also like if you're doing just these simple articles like are decaf coffee beans healthy, you would also link to your collection page. Like it either can be natural, like you mentioning the word or the phrase decaf coffee beans, and then making the phrase into a link to your decaf coffee beans collection page. This in itself will boost the rankings of your decaf coffee beans collection page. So just adding like an internal link from your own site to the collection page. So these are all advanced tricks, but these actually do help. Most of the competitors are sleeping on these things, and if you do these things, this is actually going to help you. And now the main mistake most people make with content marketing is that like this is like the average, not the average, like no one wants to be the average, but let's say that she's a marketing director of a coffee bean. She's the head of marketing for a coffee bean brand, and she has been tasked to find like 10 blog topic ideas to write for their blog, because they're thinking that everyone has a blog, we want to have a blog as well, and let's generate like 10 blog topic ideas that we're going to write about. So she's being tasked with it, and she doesn't really know how to do it, and so she just brainstorms some ideas, and what ends up happening is this thing, nothing. So she's going to write the blog articles, and these blog articles are not going to do anything. What I mean with this, if you don't understand, is that the blog articles are not going to get any traffic. And I did some super advanced graphics here as well. So what usually happens with most businesses' blogs is that like they publish an article. This graphic or this axis is the traffic, and this is time. So they publish the article, and of course they have an email list usually, or they have some social media following. They publish the article and they share it in their social media. They get some traffic, and then the traffic goes away, and then nothing. They publish again, they share, some traffic goes away, nothing. Then they see that, the traffic doesn't stick, so they just stop doing the blog article because it doesn't really work. Now, if this is another business, like they are doing keyword research to find what are the evergreen keywords that people keep on Googling every month. Every month people Google these terms, like are decaf coffee beans healthy? How are decaf coffee beans made? Like 500 searches a month, every month. And they keep compounding, they keep writing these articles, answering these questions, and the traffic keeps compounding and growing in time. And the other website is continuing to grow their traffic, organic traffic, and they keep getting more traffic and more sales from that traffic, and also more rankings for their main collection pages. And I'm going to show you some examples here. So I'll try to look for some samples. Yeah. So this is 8 o'clock. They sell coffee beans again. And I looked for so they have 25 blog articles. I looked for their URLs that when they have they write blog articles. So if they have a blog article, they have blogs in the URL. So this is an indication of a blog article. So they have 25 blog articles, and all of the blog articles in total get 321 organic visitors per month. So that might seem good to you, but that's actually quite rubbish. That's a lot of effort and almost no traffic. And this is the spray and pray method, meaning that they have done a lot of this is what this is. So they've just tried to brainstorm some ideas, and just the random ideas, nobody actually reads them. And they've tried to come up with some red white brew, like frozen coffee ice cubes, brewing tips. Nobody is searching for frozen coffee ice cubes. Some things they have done okay, like the people are searching for these keywords, but most of these articles get you see here, this is the traffic per article. Frozen coffee ice cubes, they've gotten lucky because people Google for frozen coffee. So this article accidentally is getting some traffic per month, and this is where bulk of their blog traffic is coming from. But yeah, they've done 25 blog articles, and as you see here, most of them this is getting 62% of the traffic, but most of them get no traffic at all, 0, nothing. So it's basically the traffic, the strategy the content market strategy doesn't work at all. Here's another one, Caribou Coffee, 34 pages, 34 blog articles, 700 nodal traffic. Again, pumpkin is back. Caribou Coffee fans rejoice with the return of delicious and cozy flavors of fall. So random article, somehow they managed to get some traffic here. 10 things to know about cold press. So no one's looking for things to know about cold press. Although this article is accidentally ranking for people searching for what is cold press coffee and some rated keywords. But most of their articles, again, are getting no traffic at all. You don't want to do this. It's a waste of time and money and resources. This could be spent much better elsewhere. Now, if you look at another business, Kicking Horse Coffee here, they know what they're doing. These aren't all blog articles because, but yeah, if you see here, they're getting a ton of traffic, 22,400 visitors per month. And the first, the top traffic generator, this article, Caffeine Myths, Espresso versus Drip, it's getting 7,600 searches per month. And it's ranking for how much caffeine in a shot of espresso. Another one, how to make great coffee, which roast has more caffeine. So yeah, they're doing intentional SEO. So they're doing, they know what they're doing. They're looking for keywords that people are actually searching for, and they're writing articles on these things. So this is what you should be doing as well. And how to come up with blog topic ideas that people are actually searching for. The first option is, and I hope you now understand why it's super important, because this can have a significant impact on your business. And in many times, when clients come to us with smaller budgets, or even if they have a bigger budget, but their niche is super competitive. SEO can be super competitive sometimes. If a client is wants to rank in a competitive niche, their competitors have invested hundreds of thousands of dollars into SEO, and the client has a budget of, even if they have a budget of $5,000 a month, which is a decent budget. Think about it. If a client, if their competitors have invested hundreds of thousands, and now our client has a budget of $5,000 a month, think about how many months it takes to catch up with their competitors. It's gonna take a while. So just going after writing blog articles is a much better idea. You could write articles about best coffee beans, or you could find angles, find weak spots of your competitor that have lower competition to write blog articles on that could get you sales, not directly, you wouldn't rank for coffee beans straight away, but you could start ranking for coffee beans, start the process to rank for coffee beans in some time while trying to rank for the lower hanging fruit keywords with your blog articles straight away to get sales. This is what we're mainly doing for these for the niches where the competition is high. And so one way to find these keywords, if you don't have any tools, if you don't want to use any tools, is just go to Google and start typing in your main keyword, in this case it's coffee beans, and just to the front add how or what, or the main question words, and then you can start with A, then B, and choose these different letters to find these different words. This is something you can do if you don't want to really spend money on tools. But I really recommend, like, if you're a serious business person, if you want your business to grow and succeed, and if you don't want to spend hours of your time, hundreds of hours of your time, shooting darts in with your blindfolds on, you want to know what you're doing. You want to find the keywords and you want to know how many times these keywords are searched for. Number one, and what, like, you could do it like with the free method. You know what keywords are searched for. Like you see here, you see how coffee beans are made. Okay, you know what are the terms that people are searching for, but you don't know how many times these are searched for, and you also don't know how competitive these terms are. This is what you need tools for. So the two tools that I do recommend is, number one, Ahrefs, which is what we mainly use. And number two is SEMrush. And the main difference is that SEMrush has a free trial that you can have. Like, you can get SEMrush for, I don't know, it's 7 to 14 days. You could do a good part of keyword research for, like, you could do keyword research for months with your free trial if you want. They've hidden the free trial link, but you could get it through my affiliate link. Go to redpat.agency/SEMrush trial. See this link here? You can sign up for the free trial or just use Ahrefs. Ahrefs doesn't have a free trial. It's like starting from $100 per month. We have an agency plan. We spend $1,000 a month, but you don't need this much. You don't need to spend this much. But yeah, the way to do it is, like, there are so many different ways. And we have, by the way, on our channel, on our Red Pat SEO Agency YouTube channel, we have different videos about how to find profitable blog topics for your e-commerce store. Here's another one with basically the same title, e-commerce SEO, how to come up with blog topic ideas. So there are different strategies there. I recommend you to go through different ones, but one of the main strategies that I have and recommend is, if you know about your competitors, go look, and you have Ahrefs or SEMrush, put your competitors into Site Explorer on SEMrush, or on Ahrefs or SEMrush, and go to top pages. Look at, like, what are the top pages that are bringing the most traffic to your competitors, and look for the blog pages. Then you see, like, what are the blog articles that are bringing the most amount of traffic to your competitors. So you can see here, like, and usually these are sorted based on the amount of traffic. So what's the 20% of the articles that are bringing 80% of the traffic to your competitors? So you see here, this one article that I showed you is bringing 34% of the total traffic to this Kicking Horse Coffee. 7,600 people go to their site every month to this one article. So, and then you could get inspired by it. Don't just copy, but get the idea, like, get inspired by it, and create a similar article on a similar topic or on the same topic, but make it better, make it more in depth. Just go to their article, see what they're missing, where the gaps are, and make it better article. And then you can do the same with the second one and the third one, but make sure that it makes sense. And you can do the same with the other articles that they have. And also, the second thing you can do is you can just simply go to Ahrefs or SEMrush and go to the Keyword Explorer, type in your head term, like in this case I've typed in coffee beans, and then you can go to questions, look for the questions that people have, and I've also looked for clusters. Don't worry if you don't know, like, you can play around once you start doing it. Look for clusters. So if you just look for keywords, it's gonna, like, show you thousands of keywords, and many of those, like, you could cover hundreds of keywords with just one article. What clusters is gonna do is it's gonna show you just one cluster, or just gonna show you, like, one keyword is just gonna cover one article. So yeah, it's gonna give you article idea, and it's already clustered all the keywords that are, like, gathered into one article. So how long do coffee beans last? Now you know, like, with a Google search, you wouldn't know how many times it's searched for, but this tells you what's the search volume for this cluster. Like, this tells me that how long do coffee beans last? This is searched for in the United States 6,200 times per month, globally 10,000 times per month, and the difficulty is on a scale of 0 to 100 is a 5, and it's colored. It's in color schemes, and it's a green one, so it's rather easy to rank for this term. So this one is yellow, for example. It's rather difficult. So anything, just so you know, like, based on my opinion, anything below 10 is doable, like, or rankable, as long as you write a good enough article. If it's above 10, you do usually need some backlinks. But yeah, it's more complicated than that. But yeah, and you could go from there. You could start looking through these topics here and start creating articles on them. And you could look at them like, does it make sense for me to write an article on it? Could I convert people to buy my products through these articles? You could do it in any niche. Like, you could also do it with, like, writing whatever your topic is. Like, I did an example, or I mentioned dumbbells before. You could do the same with dumbbells and questions regarding dumbbells sorted by questions. And you can also like the difficulty filter here. Like if most of here are too difficult, let's say you can add like a difficulty filter of 10. You don't want to look for you only want to look for keywords that are easy to rank for, and so on. So these are the main strategies you can use. Or if you don't want to do this, you can also hire us to do the work for you. You can hire me and my team to do full service SEO for you. Or if you go to red.agency and you can simply go to mini services here, you can like, if you just want to test us out, you can choose this middle one here, 5 keywords for blog articles, and we will craft 5 keyword ideas for you, which you have to fill out a short form, and we will give you 5 keyword ideas to write blog articles on. And if you don't like them, you can get your money back. That's as simple as that. So yeah, I hope you got some inspiration from the video, and I do hope that after watching this, you don't have to do this thing again, and this is not you anymore, or this. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. You can post the questions in the comments. And yeah, have an amazing day. Goodbye.